Hello, Rez here, and welcome to this week's installment of interesting projects you can audition for right away. In the last week, there were over 550 projects posted on the site, and in a fit of foolishness, or perhaps insanity, I have looked through all of them to bring you my rundown of the top 10 projects up on Casting Call Club this week, starting with number 1, Paradigm Spiral Comic Dub. This project is a bit of a mystery. However, there is something intriguing about the characters and a beauty to the animated creations of this director that make it alluring. This posting is for a female voice, preferably with an Arabic accent, to voice a comic dub that the director has created alongside the animation. Payment is being offered at $50. Closing date is the 11th of April. Number 2, Infinium. Infinium is a 5v5 capture the flag style MOBA, multiplayer online battle arena. In Infinium, the player takes control as an overseer, commanding one of many different champions on the roster. The objective of Infinium is to earn golden experience by slaying minions, monsters, and other enemy champions. You then use the golden experience to level up and purchase items, making you stronger to fight off the enemies. Finally, once you've reached a good advantage over your enemies, it's time to steal their core and return it to your base, winning the game. A number of characters are up for audition, 4 female and 2 male, all with payment being offered at $60. Closing date is the 7th of May. Number 3, The Last Comment. Elizabeth remembers her past before she became a doll. This story will be focused on her background and history. Only one role is needed for this posting, a female, young adult voice with a North American accent. Payment is being offered at $150. Closing date is the 4th of May. Number 4, Desolation Announcer. This posting is for a leading role in an upcoming game, Desolation. The role is for an announcer with a similar voice to that of Jacket in Payday 2. This is open to both male and female voice talent, with a payment of $25 being offered. Closing date is the 14th of April. Number 5, Final Fantasy in a Nutshell Animated Parody. I will confess I am a Final Fantasy fangirl, and after watching the first episode of this parody series, I am very excited to see what the future holds. Various beloved characters are up for audition in this project, which should prove very entertaining for my fellow fans. Closing date is the 3rd of May, however roles are being cast early. Number 6, Humor Me Comic Dub. Life isn't always sunshine and daisies. Scholarship student Charlie Summers knows that very well. Since her mother passed away and her father fled his responsibilities, every day has become a trial for the high schooler. But Charlie is determined to do everything to protect her brother, be it lying to the authorities and neighbors, imitating her father's signature, or letting everyone think she's a boy. All but one of these characters require a North American accent, with the remaining role seeking a male British accent. Closing date is the 27th of April. Number 7, Marotech University. Aaron Armstead is a professional student that has been studying at Marotech University for more than a decade. Although he has historically refused to take a teaching job at the university, Aaron has found steady employment with his longtime mentor, Professor Magnus Crowworth. However, the old professor has detected the beginnings of a dark awakening, for which he wants more data to use in his research. As a result, Aaron is sent to investigate bizarre incidents all over the world, during which he uncovers an impossible conspiracy. This project will be in the form of an audio story and listed on the beautifully presented Ugly Blue Hat Productions website, which is a well-designed and far from ugly website. Most of the cast will need a North American accent, however some roles do have a little wiggle room, so do check carefully. Closing date is the 14th of April. Number 8, The Shadow, Season 3, Episode 1. The Shadow Radio Recreation Project returns with the first episode of Season 3, titled The Air Freight Fracas. The plot is that a former gangster, Johnny Fresno, who has gone straight and now runs an air freight business, is being pressured by an old friend, Harry McCarty, who wants to use the freight business as a front for a smuggling operation. He tries to persuade Johnny by telling him he needs protection right after one of Johnny's workers, Eddie Sulkin, was beaten up and rushed to the hospital. Before Eddie was sent away, he mumbled the name Shipwreck. With this as the only clue, Lamont Cranston must find out who and why Eddie was attacked. Closing date is the 7th of May. Number 9. Levasseur. The story follows Arcdoc Levasseur, a slime humanoid segregated by humans, as he searches to discover his purpose in a world fueled by a war between two nations and the ever-looming threat of the mysterious Enderman. This is not your typical Minecraft roleplay, but is instead an interesting-looking animation using the Minecraft world as a background that has been in the works for the past 6 years. The 3 main characters are currently available for auditions. Closing date is the 1st of May. Number 10. Fallout, The Frontier Master. Fallout The Frontier is a DLC-sized quest mod for Fallout New Vegas that features a war between the NCR and Legion in the Oregon over a secret. This mod features a completely new story, gameplay features, and place within the Fallout world. The mod has major technical achievements of modding, such as better vertibirds, drivable vehicles, usable tanks, new factions, space combat, new enemies, new creatures, new weapons, new gameplay, dynamic weather, and new FX. This mod has a serious team behind it who have been putting years of work into development. Their explainer video has accumulated over 1 million views in a little over a year. You will need to be 18 or older and combine both quality equipment and skills to be considered by this team. Closing date is the 20th of April. Links to all these projects can be found in the description. As mentioned at the start of the video, I searched through over 550 projects this week, and there were many others on my shortlist that I could have easily included. So if something here didn't grab you, please head over to castingcall.club to find the one that does. Not sure if I'm going to go through all the projects in a week again, but we'll see. And that is all for this week. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give me a like and remember to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified of next week's video. Finally, if you have a casting call that you want to draw attention to, please feel free to drop a link in the comments. Until next time, bye-bye for now.